I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, keep on praising the Lord. I ain't gonna let segregation turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I ain't gonna let segregation turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, keep on praising the Lord. I ain't gonna let nobody, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around. Marquita, come on up. We're moving very quickly. We got a little time slot here. We're trying to keep our time. All right. But I'm enjoying this. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Good morning. Praise the Lord.
Good morning.
You know, I was asked to do a little time slot, and I volunteered and a little bit of everything, and I was happy about it. And there were a couple of things that I came up with. First, I want to start off with a poem by Langston Hughes called Democracy. Democracy will not come today, this year, nor ever, through compromise and fear. I have as much right as the other fellow has to stand on my own 2 feet and own the land. I tire so of hearing people say that things take their course, tomorrow is another day. I do not need my freedom when I'm dead. I cannot live on tomorrow's bread. Freedom is a strong seed planted in a great need. I live here too. I want freedom just as you. Then I thought there's a lot of quotes out there, and with a lot of meaning. Maya Angelou wrote, "I love to see a young girl go out and grab the world by the lapels. Life is and I can't say that. Life. You've got to go out and kick some tail." Which is true. You know, you just can't wait. You have to go out and grab the bull by the horns. My great hope is to laugh as much as I cry, to get my work done, and try to love somebody and have the courage to accept the love in return. Courage is most important of all virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Mm-hmm. You can practice any virtue erratically, but nothing consistently without courage. Prejudice is a burden that confuses the past, threatens the future, and renders the present inaccessible. One isn't necessarily born with courage, but one is born with potential. Without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. You can be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. You can't be kind, true, merciful, or generous. A tribute to Black history, our fathers. Truly it was God who brought us out. It is this great land of liberty, for it was God who brought freedom about through struggling and captivity. Truly God gave them the will to preserve and the strong desire to sustain that would keep them through the years of fear, so their legacy would remain. Truly it was God's will that we're here today to look back at them with pride, at fathers who are survivors and say, we're here because God is by our side. That's a poem by Vivian Moore. Some quotes by Martin Luther King. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. I've decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in the moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy.
Amen.
Only the darkness can see the stars. Only in darkness can you see the stars. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make the subject and verb agreement to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets, even as Michelangelo painted or Beethoven composed music or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause and say, he lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. And finally, some of us don't know, and it's a real good thing maybe if you go and you Google black inventors, because you know the common ones, but there's a lot of things that maybe you may or may not know. Some ones that I didn't know was the air conditioning unit was by Frederick M. Jones, July 12, 1949. A baby buggy, W.H. Richardson, June, 1899. Cellular phone, Henry T. Sampson, July 6, 1971. Fire extinguisher, T. Marshall, October 26, 1872. A guitar, Robert F. Fleming, Jr., March 3, 1886. The ironing board, Sarah Boone, December 30, 1887. Peanut butter, George Washington Carver, 1896. The record player arm, Joseph Hunger Dickerson, January 8, 1819. The traffic light, Garrett Morgan, November 20th, 1923. The typewriter, which is how I make my living. Garage and Marshman, April 7th, 1885. And the one that, another was stethoscope. Inotape, ancient Egypt. The one we all know, the straightening comb, Madam C.J. Walker, approximately 1905. Thank you.